Okay, hello YouTube. I'm here showing a match of Elementals versus Mono White Hammer. I am playing Elementals. This is actually a league play. This is game 3. I thought I'd post this as content because this was a crazy match against Mono White Hammer. I think Elementals is one of the best decks in the format of Modern. So let's go into this match. I believe I'm on the play too. I'm gonna go through this slowly. So I think he's on the play actually. He's deciding. Alright, so my opening hand is pretty much all lands and Omnath, which is just too slow against mono white, so I'm all. So I think I keep this hand because I know I'm gonna get rid of one of the Omnaths, and then I have interaction to kill a creature. I have interaction to kill a creature. Even though I have 1 mana, I have Utopia Sprawl. I believe I'm drawing, so hopefully I draw into the land. I think I keep this hand. I believe I keep this hand. I do. Just don't want to mull to 5. Well, I was actually turn 1, so I didn't. I still won this game, going 1-6 on the play, and so I lost the last match. So I'm gonna play this Windswept Heath. I believe I play it. I believe I fetch. I get a Temple Garden. I believe. See. Yep. I shock it in. I play the Utopia Sprawl. Pretty much all the time you're either getting blue or white when you're putting Utopia Sprawl on. I believe I picked blue. See? Yep, it's blue. Go to his turn. And I think I get super lucky. I think my opponent was off lands. So this was pretty crazy. He kept a hand that was like, I think the nuts. Sorry, this is slow. I've never recorded my replays. Just don't want to go too fast. So he plays a land, I believe, and plays Sentinel. Fetches, gets Godless Shrine, shocks it in, plays Esper Sentinel. Okay, so here we go to my turn. I get a land, I get lucky. I'm gonna ending this, and I am going to pay so he does not draw a card. This is me not knowing that he's off mana. So he doesn't get the card, the Sentinel's gone. Go to his turn. Plays another Sentinel. Plays a Thopter. And then I think this was, and plays a Bobble. So I get pretty lucky here because I think off his Bobble he did not hit a land. I actually then proceed to Fury these creatures just because I'm worried, and the biggest thing is keeping creatures off the board. So he bobbles himself, I think. Yep. I get another Fury. So this is a pretty good turn. So I can just pitch this to this, pitch the Fury, get the Fury, pitch the Omnath, and hit these. Especially since I don't have the land, still gives me access for another removal. Keeps me having on Omnath. So I pitch, wipe the board. Go into his turn. So he gets his bobble draw. So he has 5 cards. So I think I'm in a very bad position here. But unfortunately, I think he does not. I think he might play Saga here. No, he thought he's me. Takes away the Omnath. And then he passes, I believe. No land drop. So I just have Fury. He has 5 cards. This is not a good situation. Don't think I'm going to 4 run this league. I draw a land, which is good. Put it down. I think I misplay here because just worried about my time. Or no, I fetch on his upkeep. I grab the Triome just so I don't, because I'm known to misclick. So he gets Stoneforge, and he grabs Hammer, I believe. So I have a very good draw here, I think, because he can't activate Stoneforge after this, because I know he has no mana. He just has gas in his hands. It's 5 playable cards. So I get super lucky here because I do not think about fearing the Stoneforge Mystic off. I just go instantly versus Alpine Moon to kill the Saga. But if he draws a land, I'm pretty screwed next turn. I get very lucky here again. So I play that Alpine Moon, name Saga, dies. He has 1 land again. Fortunately, I believe, yep, he does not have a land. Well, fortunately, we don't know yet. He plays the Sagari's Aid, which is you can flash equipment in and attach it. So he has Hammer in hand. We get super lucky. He goes into attacks me for 1, no mana. Gets super lucky, right? So he did not draw mana. Down to 15. 15-0. I need to start drawing gas to replenish cards. So, what do I draw here? Mulldrifter, one of the best cards in this deck. I think you can play 4, 3, and it just gas. It's just like another Risen Reef. So I think I invoke it and leaving up white mana to hopefully get an Ephemerate. And then hopefully then I hit Ephemerate and then maybe a red source or something like that so that I can keep on playing, draw another. So I think I end up drawing 4 cards here, but let's see. So tap it, make sure you're tapping right. Kept the Triome open, which has white mana. Put the Invoke last. So draw the 2 cards. We draw Teferi and a land. So we do not draw anything pretty relevant in this position. So the Mulldrifter dies, so we don't get any more card advantage. We only draw 2 cards. So at this point, not in a good situation. Play the land. I think this is when I put the fetch at his end step. I have to do it on my turn and then shock. So I'm going to be able to Fury this. I have to get super lucky here. I think he doesn't get a land drop. I actually wonder if he did not get Hammer because he did not put it in here when he attacked. Because I think you can with 1 mana and attach it. So he plays it. So I end up taking take. So yeah, okay. So I end up taking uh, 11 here, but he does not draw a land. Here it comes. Think about we hit the Teferi here so we can bounce the Stoneforge Mystic as removal. So we go down to 4 to 15. Untap. Get a Risen Reef. So here I'm pondering what I do here because I think I have to go with the safe line and play the Teferi and bounce the Stoneforge Mystic, and hopefully he doesn't draw land and play it, and then I'm still fine because I can't bank on a Risen Reef hitting a Solitude, or yeah, Solitude is my only out. So I play the Teferi, I believe. And this is where I missed putting the fetch land in, or grabbing the fetch. So I bounce it. I draw Obsidian, which is pretty good here, except I'm low life, so like killing the land is not good, so having the threats is not good. So I bounce, and we go to his turn now. I fetch because I'm pissed off because I'm dumb. Then I shock, which is even more dumber to put me at 1. This is what someone's at 1 because I'm an idiot, basically going into this match. So then I look to see if I can play this, can't. And I wonder if my opponent had Urza Sagas in his hand and just couldn't play the lands. So we're here, go to his turn. Draws, he's at 6 cards. His Penamemite, which is pretty scary, costs him 0 mana. Thankfully, he's already played this hammer, doesn't have another hammer to put on it, or a Shadow Spear. So we go to my turn. So I debate here playing the Risen Reef, but I'm like, you just gotta keep these creatures off board. So I play Uptick, I play the Fury, I believe. Yep, kill the Memite. Memite's dead. I just keep this land in my hand just because I want to have a land drop for Omnath, so I don't play it, I believe. So we go into his turn, he hits a land finally. So I think we're in trouble here. He plays Stoneforge. Can't tell you what he gets because the log's not on, but I believe he gets hammer again, but I'm not 100% sure. Yes, he gets another hammer. So we hit to kill this Stoneforge Mystic. So we draw a Lightning Bolt, which is super good. So we Risen Reef, bolt the Stoneforge Mystic, Uptick, bolt the... No, we play the Risen Reef first. Risen Reef goes down, trigger. We get another card to replenish. We get a Solitude, which is pretty good, but can't do anything with it on our turn because we have no white to remove. Kill the Stoneforge, go to his turn. Attack, because I don't think he has haste creatures. Put him at 9. 9 to 1. So this game's becoming more interesting. I have a clock on him. He untaps. He plays Ignitor Smith. Triggers. Finds another hammer from his triggered ability. Plays a Bobble. This is not looking good. Gets a counter on there. Does nothing. So we untap. What would we draw here? So he still had Teferi on board, which is pretty crucial because the Flasher thing is probably relevant. He bobbles us, sees what card we're getting. An Omnath would be good here. We get Utopia Sprawl. So I believe I Solitude the creature away. I uptick, and I get the Sprawl onto the Temple Guard again, naming red. And I think that's what happened. And we attack for 8, putting it at 4. We'll see here. Yeah, put the Utopia Sprawl on, tap it all. Trigger, get an ending, which is pretty good in this situation. Kill him, he gains 2 life, so he goes 11. So we swing in. So this is 6, 7, so he's going to 4. 4 to 1 still. This is pretty crazy. Still keeping this land for Omnath. Praying that we just... Untaps. He draw. It's pretty scary. 6 cards, and they're all cards, but he's not drawing land. So he gets his 3rd land, fetches, goes to 3. I think I'm in a great spot here because pretty much whatever he does, I'm going to be able to remove and then swing in for lethal. So I think that's why this game was over. I said GG's to him. Technically, should be the life total should be 3-3 because I stupidly shocked the land. So plays this creature, triggers, gets another hammer. So he has like 3 hammers in his hand and then concedes. It was a crazy match. I think Elementals is good against Mono White. Has a very good game. I got super lucky that this guy was off mana and I was able to hold him off. I think it's Obsidian Claw Curse Up. I don't know if this comes in this game against Saga. People say it should, but I don't think it should because I think your answer is Alpine Moon. This is more for the Tron matchup. But I hope you enjoyed the game. I thought this was a great game to watch, considering it's at One Life. If you have any questions, feel to hit me up in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.